Hey guys, so I wanted to touch on a topic today that I've been getting a ton, especially with the holidays coming up and people sort of starting to think about moving towards those goals a little bit more. One of the biggest reasons that I hear from people when they have goals and they would like to work out and they would like to get more exercise, but one of their biggest reasons that they can't, right, is if it's not about time or it's not about money or it's not about that, it's about energy, right? Nobody has any energy at all. We're all walking around like zombies all day, right? We're relying on our next cup of coffee. Everyone dreads getting up in the morning and going to work, and we're sluggish and we're walking slow, and it's like everybody is fatigued, everybody is sleepy, everybody dreads the things that they have to do during the day. You're having that 2-3 o'clock p.m. cup of coffee, maybe 2 or 3 times after that. Busy students are burnt out, they're fatigued. Busy workers are burnt out, fatigued. Busy mothers, all of these people, burnt out, fatigued, right? And at that point in your life, when you finally get home at night or you wake up in the morning or whatever, you can't even imagine adding exercise into that routine because you're already so damn tired that it feels like more exertion is not going to be something that you need or something that you want or something that you're willing to do. And I understand all of those feelings for sure, right? Maybe you're that person who has a 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock cup of coffee, but then you're also looking at other people in your life, people around you who maybe they have made exercise a part of their life, they have made the gym a part of their life, but they still lead the busy lifestyle that most of us lead. They still have jobs, they still have kids, and you look at them and you're like, how the hell are they doing all of these things? How are you doing that and still having the energy to work out? And I'm going to give you guys 4 reasons today that before you start, it looks a lot like you don't have the energy. It looks a lot like you can't handle it. It looks a lot like adding exercise into your routine is actually going to be detrimental, when in fact, exercise can give you more energy for the rest of your day, right? Those people who are working out regularly and having busy lives and having busy jobs, they are actually better able to serve their families, their children. They show up stronger at work. They're having a better day. They're having more fun with it. They're not having that 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock cup of coffee, right? It's not that we're moving our bodies too much and we're too exhausted. Ironically enough, in this day and age with desk jobs and like just sitting around computer and social media and the types of 9-to-5 jobs that we have now and the type of lifestyle that we've adapted, which is pretty damn sedentary, right? It sounds counterintuitive, but it's not. Part of the reason that we have such low energy levels and such high fatigue is because our bodies have adapted to being sedentary. And when your body adapts to being sedentary, it gets less efficient at creating energy because you're not using it, less efficient at, distributing oxygen, right? All of these things, your endorphin levels go down, they get kind of stunted and kind of like dulled. It's interesting that by not moving our bodies, we're actually sort of putting ourselves to sleep. So I'm going to give you 4 reasons today that exercise is actually going to give you more energy to do other things in your life more powerfully. So number 1 is one that we've all heard of before, right? We all know that endorphins are released when you work out, right? Endorphins are natural hormones in your body that are released when you get physical exercise. They give you, that rush. You get the runner's high. Sometimes you get the runner's high, right? You get that rush, you get excited, you have energy, and not only that, but you have a heightened sense of mental focus. So immediately after your workout, you are going to be feeling more energized, which is great for those of us who love to work out in the morning because it makes you better able to handle your day, right? But also, throughout the rest of the day, you are going to have more energy as well. So the endorphins refer mainly to directly after exercise, right? But for most of us who need a better start to the day, doing it in the morning is actually going to help us show up a lot more powerfully for the things that we have to do during the day. So you can almost think of your endorphins as like a natural caffeine source that isn't going to cause you to crash, right? So endorphins in the morning are really helpful, but if you're one of those people who can focus pretty well in the morning, get up, do what you need to do, and then you're coming out to, 2-3 o'clock p.m. and you need that second cup of coffee, right? You don't need that second cup of coffee. You are not overexhausted. You are exactly the opposite. You are sedentary. You're not using your body. I have a client I've been working with for almost a year now, actually, and he's a writer, he's a professor. He used to have that 2-3 o'clock p.m. cup of coffee, and now we meet for a session 3 days a week at 2 or 3 o'clock. And he doesn't have that coffee anymore. And not only that, the endorphins put him in an excellent place to go and then continue work, because he works in the beginning of the day on his writing and all that stuff. And by the time 2, 3 o'clock comes around, he needs a burst of energy. He needs more mental focus, right? He used to have that cup of coffee. Now he looks forward to the workout as a break. And then the workout leaves him mentally refreshed. He has his endorphins running. He has more energy, and he has mental focus, more mental focus to finish the rest of the day. So coffee many times, and I know this experience-wise from college, is going to give you energy, but it's not necessarily going to give you a really sharp sense of mental focus that most of us need to get through a lot of our day. And I also had this experience in college. I worked out very early in the morning. Sometimes I worked out in the afternoon. I kept it a priority for myself, and I was very busy. I was in clubs, I was in, societies, I was a double major and a minor. I had lots of things going on. But I got into this routine where I was able to get myself to the gym, and I truly believe that I wouldn't have accomplished many of the things that I accomplished with the energy that I had if I were not working out. I actually have several clients now who are skipping out on their morning coffee, as I have been lately, because they just don't need it. They wake up, they get their workout in, and once you're in that routine, it's easier to do. You're like, yeah, but I'm so tired when I wake up, I don't want to do the workout. I'm like, just force yourself through it for a week or so, and then you'll find that you actually wake up excited for it. Not only that, because you're also getting more sleep. So number two is that exercising regularly is going to put you on a better sleep schedule, and you're going to be getting more efficient sleep, which is then a nice little cycle we have going, right? Not only are you going to get more sleep, which is going to make you more able to wake up in the morning to then work out, which is then going to make you get more sleep, which is going to make you more able to wake up in the morning and work out, which is then going to get you more sleep. Like, it's a cycle, right? It's a cycle, and once you fall into this cycle, it's easier to maintain. I was on a check-in call just last night with a client, and she said, I feel like I sleep better on the days that I work out, which puts me in a really good place to then work out the next day. So we had her on a 4-day-a-week plan, and we were doing like every other day. And then I was like, all right, let's group them together in 2s, because if you work out on one day, gets you better sleep to then wake up and do it the next day, you have that momentum running to keep you going, right? So getting better sleep is a real thing, you guys. If you're having trouble with sleep despite being super fatigued and overexhausted from your day, it's not because you're necessarily overexhausted. It's because you are sedentary, and those are 2 separate things. So those first 2 points were more on your short-term benefits, things that will start to benefit you almost right away. I'm going to go now into the next 2, which are a little bit more like long-term adaptations, though after only a few weeks, you will certainly feel these changes happening. And now, number 1 is that when you improve your cardiovascular fitness, you have higher energy levels because you are more able to take in and distribute oxygen throughout your body more efficiently, right? So your cardiovascular health is more efficient, your heart is more efficient, right? So basically, you're able to take in more oxygen. We know that oxygen is what creates energy through respiration most of the time. So you have more energy when you are able to more efficiently consume oxygen. And you more efficiently consume oxygen when you have trained your body to do that. And that's what exercise does. So your heart is working more efficiently, which is going to be great for your health in the long term, but also your daily energy levels. And number 4 is related to cardiovascular fitness, but as you adapt to working out, to taxing your system, taxing your muscles, and this is more related to weight training, which is important, right? You're actually going to build more mitochondria and capillary density in your muscles, which means your muscles are being physically taxed. They need more energy, okay? Mitochondria is in the cell. It's the organelle in the cell that goes through the process of respiration, uses the oxygen, and creates energy for those muscles. So if you are taxing your muscles, your body's going to adapt to that stress you're putting on it by literally creating a larger volume of mitochondria in your cells so that you can make that energy. You can produce that energy, okay? So not only are you going to be able to get through your workouts better, this is going to help a lot with muscular endurance, but you're also going to have more energy and less fatigue overall in your whole life throughout the day, all of these things, okay? And also capillary density. Capillaries are responsible for bringing oxygen to the muscles, bringing oxygen to the cells, which is then going to help and create that energy, right? So the more capillary density you have in your muscles, the more able you are, again, to improve your muscular endurance during the workout, but also to improve your oxygen distribution throughout your body, which is going to give you more energy also throughout the day. So in terms of relating this now to people's lives a little bit more, I have a couple studies I want to go over. So I did a little bit of research, right, and I think it's probably higher than this. I feel that it's probably higher than this, but they do say that at least 1 in 4 people suffer from chronic fatigue, okay? And now fatigue is not, I'm not talking fatigue like, damn, I'm so sore from my workout. I'm talking like, I'm going to work day in, day out. I am stumbling out of bed. I can't imagine adding exercise in. I'm having 8 cups of coffee a day. I'm tired. It's monotonous, but I'm never even moving my body. I'm sitting at a desk all day and I am physically exhausted, mentally exhausted. Can't even imagine adding exercise in, right? Fatigue. This is fatigue. That's what that is. So in 2008, University of Georgia researchers did research on 36 people, and they found that those people who were following a workout routine, all of these people had prior been people who were not following a workout routine and who were chronically fatigued. They found that these people who then followed a workout routine after only 6 weeks were 50 to 65% less fatigued than they were at the beginning, right? During the day, they had more energy because they were using their bodies. They were moving their bodies, okay? Another study that was done on 100 college students, and I think this one really hits home for me too, because in college, I can identify with this. Everyone is exhausted all the time. Everyone's drinking coffee. Everyone's suffering through it. Everyone's doing work. And I can't even believe the number of things that I accomplished while I was in college. I can't even believe it. And looking back, I'm like, how did I manage to also go to the gym like as long as I did and really make it a priority for myself? Fitness, how did I do that in college? And I realize now that they're actually not at odds with one another. They're complementing each other, okay? So I had more energy from my workouts. I had more mental clarity, more focus in a way that made me more efficient and more able to do my work when I was doing my work, right? So if I can fit an hour-long or a 2-hour-long workout in the middle of the day, that's easily time I could have wasted being less productive. And that's exactly what happened, okay? So this study on 100 college students, were all of these college students identified as fatigued or burned out. I'm sure we all know that feeling, right? And at the end of the study, all of them definitely reported being less fatigued, having more energy. Every study, if you look online, every single study of this topic is going to have the same answer, and the answer is yes, that exercise gives you more energy, causes less fatigue, right? If you are having 7 cups of coffee every day, it's time. It's time. And then one last study here, the National Sleep Foundation actually researched 3,081 adults and found that those who were following more regular workout routines reported having very much more successful and restful sleep, easier time getting to sleep, more energy during the day because of the sleep that they were getting, just a higher quality sleep in general, better sleep quality, okay? So I'm gonna reiterate these again, right? If you're one of those people who doesn't understand how you can look at those other people who are going to the gym and doing all these things in their life and they're having energy for it, it's actually not at odds with energy. Exercise is not at odds with energy. It's going to give you energy, right? It's a little bit hard to get over the hump in terms of if you don't have energy starting out, convincing yourself to go and do it, right? But once you get into that routine, it's going to be cyclical and it's going to keep going around and you're going to actually be on a routine that is easy to maintain. So number 1 is endorphins, right? It's going to help you during your day, whether it's in the morning or the afternoon, with mental focus, energy for the next couple hours, and also just like a mental break, almost a meditative state. And it just feels good. We all know, you feel great, you feel awesome, and it's going to make you not need that 2-3 o'clock cup of coffee. Let's be real here. Number 2 is sleep quality, okay? Obviously, if you're getting better sleep quality, you're gonna be more awake during the day. More awake during the day and more able to wake up early and work out if you wanna do it in the morning. And then in terms of physiological adaptation, your cardiovascular efficiency is going to go up, which is going to give you more energy, right? And also, you're going to be producing more mitochondria in your muscle cells as well as capillary density in those muscles, which is going to reduce overall fatigue. So, if you are one of those people who has convinced yourself that you're so busy, you're so tired, you're so fatigued, all of these things that you're doing during your day are tiring you the hell out, if you are exhausted but you are sedentary, That's why you're exhausted. It's time, even if it's a 20-minute HIIT workout, fit it in, see what difference it makes. Your energy levels will go up, your sleep will get better, you will be better at all of the other things that you have to do. The biggest excuse is, I have this much work to do, I'm a student, I have this many kids, I have this, I have that, I have this, I have that. If you want to be better at all of these things, more efficient at all of these things, work out. Work out. You are more efficient at other things that you need to do in your life when you've worked out. And what happens when we're more efficient? When we're more efficient, we save time, okay? So not only is working out going to make you more efficient at other things that you're doing in your life because you have more energy and more mental focus, but it's almost as if working out itself gives you time to work out. Does that make sense? A lot of people are saying, oh, I don't have time to work out because I have all of these things to do. And I'm like, it shouldn't be taking you that long to do these things. Maybe you could be more efficient if you had more energy, okay? And that itself can be gained by working out. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this one. Comment, like, share, let me know those 4 ways that working out gives you more energy. If this has challenged your mindset on that at all, I would love to talk to you more about it. And I'll talk to you guys soon.